If you're working with hooded eyes, you probably struggle with these issues like me. Eyeliner smudging or transferring to the hooded skin of your eye, or limited lid space, which makes your eyeliner not visible. Today I'm here to show you the best way to apply your eyeliner to prevent this from happening with a simple, cool hack. Also, I'll be showing you another way to help detract or counteract the effect of your hooded eyes, to balance out the overall appearance of your eyes and give your eyes a more lifted, open and defined look. And we will do this by using a technique called brow mapping. So if you'd like to see these techniques and no longer struggle with your hooded eyes and how to make your eyes appear even more beautiful, keep on watching. Also, you want to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on other very informative tutorials and tips to help you to make your makeup even more beautiful. All right, so we're going to start by working on the brows. So we're going to brow map. So brow mapping is a technique used by beauty professionals to help to find the ideal brow shape for an individual's face. So you can use this technique. It doesn't matter if you have hooded eyes or not. All right, so we're going to mark 4 key areas by the brow to be able to determine the most flattering brow shape. All right, so let's look at line A. Line A is a line drawn by the side of the bridge of the nose, like right by the bridge of the nose on the side, straight up. And that is going to tell us where the brow should begin. Let's look at line B. Line B is a straight line going beside the side of the pupil upward, and that is going to tell you where your arch should be, your eyebrow arch. Now we're going to look at line C. Line C is a line going beside the nostril, then it passes by the side of the eye, straight up in a diagonal line, and that is going to tell you where your eyebrow should end. Now line D is showing us how long our eyebrow should be. So you see the intersection between C and D at the edge there. That should be the end of the brow. That should be the end of the brow. And then you see the intersection between D and A. That should tell us where the brow should begin, more or less. Okay, all right, so let me do this on my face. I'm going to draw these lines on my face. I'm going to connect the dots and draw in the perfect brow shape for me, and you can do the same on yourself after watching. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to be drawing the first line by the side of the bridge of my nose, going straight up. I'm just drawing a line there by the front of the brow, and that should tell me where my eyebrow should begin. Now I'm going to be drawing that second line passing beside the pupil, going up, and this is going to tell me where my arch should be. That's the highest area of my brow. That's going to give the brow a lift. Now the next line I'll draw is going beside the nostril, passing beside the side of the eye, and this is going to tell us where the brow should end. So now the next line I'm going to draw is going to pass through that last line, going straight to the front line. And I'm just using a little spatula here to help me to make my line straight. Try to keep your line as straight as possible. As you can see, my line is a little lean. Not gonna lie, that was a little intentional because I like the tail of my brow to be a bit more lifted. And I can easily do this because I don't have much hair by the tail of my brows. So if you have hair by the tail of your brows, please just keep the line, that last line, as straight as possible to follow your natural brow shape. I'm going to be using a little spatula to help to show me how to connect the dots. So I'm drawing this outside of the brow shape. So I'm drawing a first line, connecting the first line to the second line. So where the brow should start into the arch. Then the second line I draw is from the top of the arch to the end of the tail. And that's bringing us to where the brow should end. Now I'm going below the brow shape and I'm connecting the line. So I'm making a line from where the brow should start into the middle of the brow by the bottom of the arch. And I'm taking that line from the bottom of the arch to the tail of the brow. So now that we have our outline for our brows, we're gonna go in and fill in with a brow pencil. So I'm making tiny strokes and I'm creating an outline at the bottom of the brow. So you wanna keep it within the brow shape, try not to go below the brow shape, and you just want to fill in within your markings. So now I'm doing the same thing on top. I'm just creating tiny strokes and creating an outline where the brow, by the top of the brow. And I'm filling in the center of the brow. When I'm done, I'm gonna go and brush through the brow to break up any product so it looks softer, and then I'm going to the front and creating tiny upward strokes to give the appearance of hair. And that's what it looks like. Now we have to clean off these yellow markings. So I'm just gonna be using a little Q-tip, a pointed Q-tip with some micellar water, and I'm just going to wipe away the yellow line. So this little eyeliner is kind of chalky, so it wasn't too hard to wipe away. And I'm just wiping away the markings from below the brow. I'm just going to wipe the markings away from all around the brow. to reveal the brow shape. So when you're done wiping away your markings, you'll find that you might have to fill in a little bit and brush up a little bit. So that's what I did. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to define the brow hairs with a brow gel. This brow gel is from Refi, and I really like it because it's going to comb through the brow hairs and make it look more separated and more natural. After this, I'm going to press down on the brows to set the brow shape in place. Next, I'm going to be going in with concealer above and below the brow to clean it up, to make it look extra neat and to really define the brow shape even more. So I'm just using this flat concealer brush from the Dress Up brush set. What am I saying? And I'll tag it in the description for you. So yeah, I'm just cleaning right below the brow, and I'm taking my time and just creating a line above the brow, and I just drag it. If you can't do this in a straight line, just do it in little strokes and connect your line. And then I'm just going in and brushing away, blending away the lines above and below the brows and in front of the brow to get that hair to look clean, to make it look natural. So as you can see, I have some hair there. Don't worry about that. As I say, I like my brows a bit more lifted, so I kind of define my natural brow shape a bit more than usual. All right, so that's what before and after looks like. As you can see, my brows look like they have more volume, they're more lifted, they're more defined. And just note that we're really zoomed in. When we zoom out, you get a better look at it, okay? So now I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other brow, just quickly, you know, just to demonstrate how to do it if you want it to be quicker and easier for you. Once you've understand the concept of brow mapping. So I'm just making markings by the front of my brow, by the arch, by the end of the brow, and I'm creating just a little outline, a straight line, connecting the edge of the brow to the front of the brow like that. And I'm just going to connect the dots this way. So this way is if you're trying to move faster, or if you really understand the concept of brow mapping from my explanation and you don't want to go and put all those yellow lines all over your face. So this is like the quicker way to do it, you know, if you really understand. So I'm just filling in, and once I fill in, I'm going to brush up, and then I'm going to be putting the brow gel, pasting it down, and then I'm going to be concealing. After concealing the top and the bottom, then I'm going to be brushing it through. And then this is going to bring us to the final result of the brows. And as you can see now, guys, my eyes look more lifted, they look more open, they look wider, my eye space looks larger. This is great. So now we're going to move on to eyeliner. And this eyeliner trick hack can be used for any eye shape. It just works really well for hooded eyes. So I'm going to be calling this the triangle hack, because basically you're going to create two triangles. So the first thing you want to do is create a line by the end of your eye, outside of the crease, downwards. The next thing you want to do is create the end of your wing. So we're going to create a line inwards from where you want your wing to end to the line, the first line that you created. Then you're going to create a line going from the first line to the end of your wing, and that is going to create the first triangle. Then we are going to fill in the center of this triangle. Okay, so now we're going to connect that first line onto the eyelid, and make sure that your line is below your crease, as you can see the way I'm drawing it. Now, when you've drawn that second triangle, you just need to fill in the triangle, right? And now we're going to clean up the wing by just going in and defining the top of the line. So here's the thing, you want to use the tip of your eyeliner when you do this to keep the line thin. Now I'm going to be stretching the skin and drawing a line from the front of my eye straight to the back of my eye, and you need to use the tip of your eyeliner to make sure that the eyeliner stays thin, because you don't want to go above your crease, okay? You want to keep it low and thin. So when you finish drawing that line from the front of the eye into your wing, then you would have had the most perfect wing liner for your hooded eyes. As you can see, the eyeliner is below the hood and it's flattering for the hooded eye shape. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video on how to do brows and eyeliner for hooded eyes. If you really enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and share it with your other hooded eye friends. And thanks so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know what else you'd like to see me make a video on. See you soon. Love you. Bye.